I wish I could remember the name of this camera toy, like, that I got as a child for Christmas. I'll have to look it up and see. It was like a handheld, like, not like a boxy kind of like camcorder, like not like the kind that you hold like for, summer vacation with your family. It was like a like
the two
kind of like yeah, but it was like kind of like a small, I want to say it was like the size of like a walkie-talkie, maybe a little bit bigger. And it was blue, and it was like it had buttons on it. So, cause this was probably like 2004, 2003 maybe. And it was like a point and shoot, but it was like almost like it was on a stick. And it was this like, it came packaged with this software that was definitely made for kids. And and I just remember getting it and trying to make some sort of like monster movie or something. I didn't get very far. I never made anything fully, but like I definitely remember shooting and trying to make special effects out of like bullshit around the house, and then spending hours editing the video and making nothing. I'm sure it was like nothing coherent at all, but having tons of fun with it.
Dude, that'd be so cool to find again, and I'm sure like all the footage would look like Babadook, right? Or is that the movie? Yeah,
what are you talking? I mean,
Canadian movie?
Yes, but also, what are you? Wait, Canadian movie? What?
What's that one? Oh,
the Babadook is Australian and a gay icon. Happy Pride. Talking about the Babadook.
Happy Pride, Babadook. No, that's not the movie I'm thinking of. Then, what was that movie we watched? It was like almost found footage, kids in the house, and like the house.
Oh, Skinnamarink.
Furniture goes upside down. Skinnamarink. Right. That's just like what I'm imagining. Like, especially like with the editing, you're like it gets like super crazy. Yeah. You're like flipping the frame around. You're like, oh, wait a second. Yeah. That's super fun. When I was a kid, and I think I did find some of these video files like a while ago. There was like this animation software. I forget what it's called. It was like a pixel animating software, and like you could like create like your own characters, and like their like limbs were like attached, and like you could like move them based off of that, right? So like and you would like take frame by frame. You could like move them slightly, and then like frame, and like you would see like the pattern.
Yeah, you would get like the animation out of it. Yeah.
Well, and like it had like an overlay, so you could see like the last few frames, and you could sort of like work like back and forth across that.
That's cool.
And I did that a lot in like middle school. Like my middle school like computer lab or something had it, and so I got like super into it. And I remember I would make like these huge elaborate stories, and I started like getting, and it's so funny because a lot of the just like the way that you could like create characters, like you would have like a point like that you could like create like a circle off of, and like a line or like a box or whatever, right? So like very, very basic, but I was making like dragons and stuff like eating people. I was like, I really went all out with it too, and I'm like adding like individual like lines for flames and like semicircles, like half circles to like really get it. That was like one of like my first like passion projects, I guess I'll say, that I really dumped like hours into.
What do you think it is about like being a kid that I just sent you a picture of the camera. I found it, by the way.
Nice. Yeah.
It looks ridiculous. It's the Digital Blue it does, one word Digital Movie Creator 3. Yeah. It looks like a sex toy, like it, but with buttons.
No, it does. No, that looks great. And like you can see too, like where you put up your eye, you like press the front button.
Like a
yeah. But we lost the ability to make stuff like this. They like
like cool
corporate
toys?
America is afraid, to make cool toys. Like
it's because they're afraid to make them look like sex toys. They're like, this is too phallic.
True.
What do you think it is that like? Why is a kid able to just like crank out creative bullshit? Is it because there's like less? Like, is it because there's less inhibition and like fear of like making something bad, or is it that you're not burdened by the rest of your life? Like as a kid you have no responsibilities, or like what is it that, because like I remember doing shit too, not just like this video stuff, but like I remember making comics on the computer, like fucking must have been hundreds of hours, which is terrible, but like go outside, child lane. But also,
no, I definitely get that, because especially as I started growing up, I started saying like I had like no creative outlets, right? And I was like, I have no hobbies, I have no creative outlets, right? And then like I've sort of turned around on that, just because, like, it is nice to create something. I mean, I don't know. I think a part of it is, like, jobs expect you to, like, put forward, like, a certain amount of, like time and, like, mental energy towards, like, one specific thing. So unless you, like, really are intentional about, like, having a hobby and, like, upkeeping and doing, like, something that you're passionate about, like, it can be tough to... Because even as a kid, like, I didn't grow up with a TV a lot of my life, because when I did have access to a TV, I would just sit there and watch TV all fucking day, right?
Right.
And, like, I don't know, does that maybe tie into, like, kind of the same manic child energy, right? Where you're like, oh, like, I like this one thing, I just want to do this one thing, like, and it's like, I mean, I would do the same thing with foods, too, where it's like, oh, I love pizza, I'm just going to eat pizza every day for meal. Every meal. Yeah. Like, I mean, also, like, it's like the alarm sounds for, like, the ND alarm starts sounding. It's like, all right, like, sure, like, some of these are maybe, like, ADHD, and it's like, all right, like, whatever, bro. I don't know. But yeah, the thing is, thinking about it now, like, especially playing, like, certain, like, map games and, like, campaign-based games, I'm just doing the same thing, right? Where I'm like, I'll save in between turns, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, I have to, like, check out, like, the branches of, like, this particular path. It's just, like, a different way for me to, like, oh, like, I have this exact, like, map of thing that I am controlling, right? Versus, like, just, like, animation cells that I'm like, this is my exact, like, map that I am controlling. You know, it's like... But think of,
like,
same energy.
Storytelling specifically, like, when you're thinking of, like, creative, like, you know, I think it's easier to have, like, a hobby that you can, like, have an artistic, expressive, like outlet, like painting or knitting or something like that, or crochet. But then, like, storytelling is such a, like, whether that's visual or written, is, like, I don't know, it requires, like, a different part of your brain that, like, is harder to tap into and just, like, go, you know?
It becomes bullshitting for most people, right? For some people, storytelling becomes, like, TTRPGs or, like, I don't know, plays or whatnot, like some other thing like that. How dare you
distinguish TTRPGs from bullshitting? Those are one and the same.
Right. Well, no, but I'm saying, I think the average person's idea of, like, bullshitting is, like, just sitting around shooting the shit about, like, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like, that replaces playtime as a kid, right? You know, like, going up to other kids and just being like, hey, like, do you want to play, like, ninjas? Or do you want to play, do you want to do, like, whatever? And, like, running around and, like, you know, like, getting, like, lost in your own world, you know? Instead, you have to do the adult version of that, where you're getting lost in your own world, but it's just, like, it's more grounded and highbrow, you know?
Just for the watchers at home, Ricky, when he said, you know, the adult version of that, and then gestured to the two of us on camera. Sort
of dismissively, right?
Yeah.
You know?
It was a very dismissive. Bullshitting. No, I hear you. That is true. But even when you're alone, you know, I remember drawing comics in, was it Disney? There was, like, a Disney, I think it was Toy Story, PC game that was, like, Activity Center, and it had, like, different, like, creative type games where you could, like, draw or, like, use the stickers and, like, put, like, Woody and then little aliens and shit, and, like, type and, like, write out a story. Like, I did that alone, you know, and it sounds like you know, what you were describing sounds like you were probably doing that alone too. So it's like, there's something in there that's, like, it's still, it's like, as a kid, you're not as focused on the purpose of it. I don't know, there's just, like, a level of, I'm not saying anything revelatory here, but, like, a level of, like, inhibition that's not, you know, like, cumbersome.
I don't know, because I was always focused on the output. Like, I was like, I have, like, a very specific vision of, like, what I want, and, like, I'm going to be, like, weird and obsessive of getting it to, like, frame perfect. You weren't, like, this is what I want.
But you weren't, like, burdened by the idea of, like, story structure and does this make sense to somebody else? You know, where yes, that is true. Unwavering in my conviction. Singular vision, but the vision is nonsense to anybody else. But that's a good thing in a way, you know? Yeah.
This would have been a better conversation for Ed Wood. This would have been a perfect intro to the Ed Wood episode. No,
well, we're not smart, so we're just bullshitting.
We're not smart. We're bad. We're bad podcasters. We're just bullshitting, you know. And thank you for listening to us, watchers. Yeah. This is We Want to Watch. I'm Ricky.
My name is Lane. That was a seamless fucking intro. That was bullet time. Fucking, you just like, Ricky just fucking went background backwards and started flailing. This is we want to
really smooth. Yeah.
Happy Pride, Ricky.
Happy Pride. Yeah.
Do I look like I'm negotiating?
Our final Pride episode of the month, but not ever. We will do this again, but
next year.
It's next year. Yes, but thank God I redeemed myself after last week's horrible programming. I came in, I was like, oh, it could get shaky this episode. I don't know, but we're good. We're so good with these two movies. So we did The Matrix from 1999, directed by the Wachowski sisters. Wachowski, right?
Wachowski.
Say the ch.
I said Wachowski.
Yeah. There's a T in it. Yeah, Wachowski. Or not T, but there's a T in the pronunciation.
Is there a T in it?
There's no T, but there's a T in the little pronunciation breakdown on Wikipedia.
Gotcha.
By the Wachowski sisters. And I saw The TV Glow from 2024, directed by Jane Schoenbrun. Good picks, Lane. Good job.
Good
I'm
picks.
patting myself on the back.
Picks? Yeah.
You'd only seen The Matrix, right? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, very different picks, I'll say. Like, very,
Than last week? Fuck yeah. But also from each other.
Than last week, but also from each other, yeah.
But it's interesting. I had seen both of these movies before. And I, as I'm sure you can tell or knew, I had a theme. I had some ideas in mind about why to pair these movies together and during Pride Month. But I was so, like, watching TV Glow again, I was like, oh, I'm even smarter than I thought. But they are very different. Yeah.
Yes, they are very different. I want to see if I picked up on, I don't know, everything that, like,
I had three things in mind. Yeah, I had three, like, or two in mind, and one came out, and I was like, oh, perfect. From, like, the rewatch. But, go ahead. Do you want to start there?
The Matrix before.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with The Matrix, and then we can sort of get into, I think, the parallels between them, and then we can, like, end with I saw the TV Glow, if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I'd seen The Matrix before. I like the movie. I've seen this movie a few times, actually.
Really?
This is, like, one that I really like, yeah. Same with the Animatrix. Like, I just think they're, like, really fucking cool.
Was, when Christopher and I sat down to watch The Matrix, he was like, oh, so Ricky's seen this? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, so he's definitely seen the Animatrix then. I was like, I'm sure. I'm sure. You know.
I've seen The Matrix more than the Animatrix. I've seen the Animatrix like twice, but like I've seen The Matrix multiple times. Great movie. Like, always enjoyed the rewatch. It's just it's cool as fuck. I think I don't know. I think it's tough for anyone to like look at this movie and say that it's not in like some way, in many ways, like a trans allegory, right? With like
it's crazy how stuff. Like I don't know, it's
insane how like beat over the head it is with it. Yeah. Like, and especially like I watched it with that lens in mind, and like I was like, oh, okay, like all right,
It is crazy that back then they didn't know. Like, do they know? And the answer was no, they didn't know. Even even the
but it's crazy that like now
say that they like didn't fully know.
But it's crazy like now that like people can like watch the movie or like have takes about the movie and be like, no, not about that. It's like, all right, like,
this is about like anti-Semitic conspiracy theories or something. Like the fact that people take that the fact that people take a conservative or like reactionary view of this movie or message away from this movie is so crazy. So something that we haven't talked about a lot is like the idea of like progressive movies, not just like movies with progressive politics necessarily in the plot, but like movies that are like you're either challenging the status quo or you're reaffirming it, right? And like how many of the movies that even that we like, even that are revolutionary, even that are like great, how many of them are actually challenging the status quo versus affirming it or like trying to return to? And this movie is so clearly like maybe the definitive movie that is challenging the it is the the quintessential.
Because and it's funny, like even framing the like talking about it as the status quo, it's like, oh, do you mean The Matrix? Or like, do you mean like the water? Like, how's the water, buddy? It's like, okay, like how can you really be subversive when you're within yeah, we really do live in a society, right? I mean, it's all kind of like the same thing, but the Matrix is the like ubiquitous, like that's it is known.
But the thing is, like, the crazy thing is, like, the Matrix isn't like we live in a society. The Matrix is like you kind of don't fucking live in a society. that's what makes this movie so good, and so it's different than like Joker or like whatever dumb, or Fight Club. If you want to compare it to Fight Club,
I mean, I wouldn't want to compare it to Fight Club. I mean, more so in the idea.
I agree with you. Like it's
tough. Like how can, like, I'd say that the Joker maybe sort of more feeds into like it's not as subversive as it wants its viewers to think it is, right?
Right.
Versus the Matrix maybe is like deceptively subversive. In some ways, I don't know.
No, I think you're right, because like the idea isn't like the Matrix is not like the world is keeping you down and everybody's against you, like or like that sort of thing,
right?
Like, stacked against you. It's like, everyone in society, like in the society, is in the same fucking like boat as you. You're all fucked. Yes. Society's been annihilated, but it still has this like anti-establishment message. It's just that it's not like saying like, and you're the only, like Neo being the one is not like, it's not just because he's the super special one. Like it could, you know what I mean? Right. Like, and all of these people are involved because everyone is necessary in executing this vision or like against them. You know what I mean? Or against the AI. Which when I was watching this, I was like, oh my God, we cannot fucking talk about AI. We can't. I forgot that was like the premise of this movie.
I think that people who view like this sort of take as like serious in any way, just like fundamentally so unserious and just like, I don't know, like AI doomerism in terms of like, oh, like they'll still need our brains and like we'll be in like the infinite torture machine. Like, nope, like we'll just be dead, bro. Like it's just like, I don't know, like don't, I don't know. Like there are real dangers from AI. Let's not, make up fake ones. But so let's not talk about AI. But I do think
after you've already gotten your little takeout.
Well, my little 15-seconder. Do you want to blow your load on it, bro?
No,
go for it.
Right? I have no load to blow.
No load to blow. Me personally, no load to blow. No, okay, but like I
for
think
me,
your
the
point
blow
about
is the load. Sorry. Wait, real quick. Val Kilmer was one of the people that was originally considered for Lawrence Fishburne's part, Morpheus. Fucking nuts. Insane.
That would have been an interesting take on the film. Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. I think you're like wider point on, like society does grind us down, but it's not the fault of like any
your
individual
neighbor.
person. It's not the fault of it's not the fault of this like underground secret. Like there's no one at the wheel who is like actively trying to undermine each and every single person, right? Like, are there bad actors? Are bad things happening? Yes. I'm not saying like obviously I'm not saying that, but at the same time, like it's
the vast majority
a lot of
of
these
people
movies,
are not.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't know. The whole like waking up it's so different from like the Fight Club waking up, where it's like. I mean, and these movies are very funny in how they're like the exact opposite in like messaging, but they feel like they could like inspire the exact same type of guy who like doesn't like read any deeper, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Is that like a crazy take though? Like no. I need to wake up. I need to break out of this like fundamental evil that is like the 9-to-5 life, and it's like nobody. Like I think you just need like to find a little purpose in life, Like I don't. Yeah.
Well, and like accept the call, which like the fact that Neo kind of rejects it at first and then fully accepts like I need to change this. I need to be a part of this. I'm rejecting that there's something wrong or the thing that is wrong, and I'm going to accept my true self, which is my real like human self out of the pod. Versus Fight Club, which is like. Not really. I don't think there's a call. Like that movie's all about like him sublimating his desires into this other person. So it's like all rejection. It's like the coward's version of the hero's journey because there's not really that much of a, like at the end So compared to The Matrix, this movie clears Fight Club fucking eats
Oh
it up.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the gruel slop that they feed to them, and like the steak that Joey Pantoliano eats.
That is people watching the Fight Club. They're like, I know this movie isn't
ignorance
good,
is bliss,
but I still watch it and enjoy it. Yeah. I'm still eating my buttered popcorn, and it tastes as though it's better because I'm watching the film. Yeah.
Yeah. I had seen this movie like when I was younger, kind of like, okay, Ricky just pulled out a fucking strawberry on mic. You're gonna make me edit out your eating sounds on mic? We never eat on mic.
No, because I can't even see. I can't even see it. There's making no noise.
You also can't
You'll
hear
have
the
nothing to edit.
banging, and you can't hear the fucking fan. Anytime I send you
I'm
a
not
clip
saying
of the
that
audio,
I can't hear it. I cannot see it in the audio recording lane.
and guess what? I can still hear it in the audio recording. That's so crazy. Do you even like me? Do you just hate me? Is this how this goes? Yeah.
You're gonna send me dropping the strawberry because I can see that in the sound thing, and it's me dropping it after being defeated. You're gonna be like, "See, it made a noise," and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck, man!"
I'm gonna send you all of the chewing sounds and shit. If you knew how I had to beat the audio into submission, pause, every week. Every single week, I have to run it through noise reduction like 7 times. It's so obnoxious. Anyway, I had seen The Matrix as a kid, but then didn't really have a relationship with it. Watched it for the first time as like a fully formed adult, like 3 years ago or so, and was completely underwhelmed. I was like, just not for me. Like, cool, good movie, fine, action movie, whatever, don't care. This time I really fucked with it. My enjoyment way went up. I still have a couple small gripes. But overall I was like, wow, we used to make movies, well,
yeah, we used to be a proper country, yeah. What are your gripes on this film? Because I'll be honest with you, so like just my history with it, I first watched this way back in high school with like some friends. Fucking loved it. I was like, this shit is sick.
Classic movie to watch with friends in high school. Like, I feel like that's fair. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of our thoughts around it were very like like society is like keeping us down, we need to break out of it, yada yada.
Sure.
And I think watching it now through, and like even watching it just at different points in my life and being like, oh, like maybe it's just like a little bit like wider, like the underlying theme or like message behind it can be applied to like more generalized social situations at large, right? It's just like, okay, like maybe it is very like, like how's the water type, beat. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also it looks cool as fuck. Great fucking action film. I love this shit. I eat it up. Like, I eat this shit up. Yeah. I don't know.
There's
every fight scene is choreographed cool as fuck.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. What is it? What are your gripes on it then?
So, setting aside the craft of this movie, like, obviously it looks amazing. This movie has actually the same or very similar color palette to Fight Club, but like, instead of everything looking like
greener.
Yeah, it's green. It's like it's more it's like going more insider than Fight Club. It's not grimy in the same way. Like, things are like they do a good job of like distinguishing the Matrix obviously from like the real world in that like grimy and the way they're dressed and everything. So like that's nice. That looks great. The kung fu does look really good, and the economy of storytelling I think is really strong. However, there's no one subplot or like thing that you could get rid of in this movie, I don't think, but I just think it's a little long. I know that that's like such a pussy thing to say, but like I like every time and like, this is my bad for being me. Actually, no, this is the self-acceptance Matrix episode, so I'm not going to say I'm not apologizing, but
live your truth and speak it.
I am like, let's cut the kung fu scenes by like 30%. Like, can we just shorten them?
Hard disagree, actually.
Okay, yeah. So you're like, actually get back in the closet. Bake the damn cake, bake it.
No, you're valid. I mean,
but the guns,
you're valid,
like,
but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, but the guns are
cool.
great, so, like, go fuck yourself. No.
The action scenes just, like, those are the least interesting part for me. Like, I get the idea, and, like, there is some really impressive stuff in there, but then they just keep going. And I think if ever, like, I wish this movie was, like, 2 hours, 5 minutes. Like, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want it just, like...
You want 11 minutes off the top, just, like, a little
just
buzz
like
cut?
a little, yeah, I want the taper fade. No, I mean, this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long, right? So, like, or 2:15. So, like, just like
2:16. Yes.
Yeah.
I have the Wikipedia page open for it.
Good. Good. I just like I feel like it's paced well in the beginning. When the I know Kung Fu. We have to talk about Keanu, but like that scene where he learns that,
dude, that would be a good movie. Anyway,
we need to talk about Keanu.
We need to talk about Keanu. Yeah.
We need to talk about John Malkovich. That's actually Tilda Swinton is still the mom, and John Malkovich is the kid.
We need to talk about becoming John Malkovich.
That's our new podcast, actually.
Yeah.
But no, like, just, I don't know. I know that I suck. So that's my one gripe. The other one, like, I get it. It's just that action movies, just in general, not my favorite thing in the world. The other thing is the music. I forgot how much of this soundtrack is, like, new metal. Yeah. And so, I love that.
I eat that shit up.
When they're in... the like sex club in the beginning where they're at the like where he meets Trinity and and it's like fucking Rob Zombie playing in the background. I was like, no, because in my mind I'm like, oh, the Matrix, like I'm gonna hear the techno code, and instead I hear like I hear Rob Zombie and fucking Rage Against the Machine is over the end credits. No disrespect, disrespect to Rob Zombie, no disrespect to Rage Against the Machine, but I just like I want to hear like I want to hear some crazy techno. Like Fight Club and this movie should have swapped some music, honestly.
Yeah, there's like one or two tracks that needed to put in the five disc changer and just
swap
merry-go-round with them.
Yeah.
I will agree with that a little bit, and I feel like that's kind of tough. Sometimes movies feel like we talk about movies being like a product of their time, and especially like ones like around like
the music dates this movie really bad. The rest of this movie has aged amazingly, but like especially like the AI shit, like we don't want to have to talk about it, but obviously that's timely. Like it doesn't feel like old way of talking about tech like bullshit. It's good, but then the music comes on and you're like, oh well, I don't know. I
feel like that happens with so many films, and it's just. A lot of that is also like a function of like what music stays within the zeitgeist and like what it represents and how that changes over time.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, there's definitely songs that like when they first appeared in movies, people were like, oh fuck, like this shit is sick. And 5, 10, how many years ago was this movie? 27 years later, people are going to go, cheesy, overdone, like, whatever, boring.
I don't even mind it being cheesy and overdone. I just mind it that it sucks.
Okay, wow.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what other like late 90s, because like you want to be countercultural with the music too. Like it's not like they're gonna play like Britney or like ATCs around the world, or something like that. So like I get it, but at the same time I don't know. I wish it was a different counterculture. Like it's kind of funny.
I wish the counterculture was different at the time. I wish the counterculture was more attuned to my current culture. 27
that's
years
true.
Ago. Thanks.
There were other countercultures they could have pulled from for this, right?
You're not wrong. Yes, no, you are correct.
It is funny that I saw the TV Glow has Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit playing the dad, and like Limp Bizkit could have been on the Matrix.
I didn't pick up on that. That's insane.
Yeah, that's who plays the dad, who's just sitting there. That's scariest scene in that movie is when he walks in the house and the dad's just sitting on the couch staring at him. That shit is the creepiest part of the movie. Anyway, we'll talk about it. But like if the Matrix had come out like 2 years later, Limp Bizkit could have been on the soundtrack.
That would have been like one of the most insane connections between these movies too.
Yeah,
like,
actually, that was number 3.
The lightning bolt connection. Yeah.
Oh my god. Anyway. But no, I do. This movie is truly an accomplishment, like, that can't be
Yeah.
overstated. I mean, it's so good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to.
It's a hard one to talk about because it's like, well, yeah, it's the fucking Matrix. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, once you've seen it, it's like, all right, like, yeah, it's cool as fuck. Like, actions, like, how many times can you say, like, oh yeah, the action scenes are cool as fuck, and like they're filmed super well, and like super dynamic, well choreographed, everything looks great, and like the way they use slow mo and stuff too, and like everything looks
very
like
revolutionary
crisp and clear, and like there are movies now that use slow mo way worse. That
they
use like
shit.
and that like don't have like the same like visual acuity that this movie has, where it's like,
well, because
I can see everything happening on screen, you know?
Because if a movie does this, like where like there's slow-mo and like the camera rotates 360 degrees around someone as they're like doing a kickflip or whatever, or like, you know, or you know, they move but everything else freezes, like those things feel dated in other movies. Like if a movie was to do it today, because it's like, yeah, you're just calling the Matrix, you're just doing the Matrix, like you're just but like when the Matrix does it, it's cool. But like if you were to, you know, put that in fucking Superman or something, I don't know if that was the first.
No. I mean, I think you're right, but I do think that movies try to like use similar techniques now just to like worse effect, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, and it's like, all right, dude. Well, like, I don't know, they knocked it out of the park, right? Like, what's that? You know, like 27 years ago we had the tech, we don't have it now. Like, what's going on?
27 years ago we had Morpheus, Trinity. I don't know. I can't make the joke.
Yeah, where you go with this? No.
We had Lawrence Fishburne
and blank complete the Trinity.
Wait, we got 27 years ago we had Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie Ann Moss. Now we got no Fish, no Moss. I don't know. I lost
now.
Now
our fish burn. We've got no Moss and
and Keanu Reeved, like leaved.
Keanu.
No. I was trying to think. Hugo Weaving. We gotta talk about
Hugo Weaving. I do think that there's a Hugo Weaving joke to be made. Yeah. Seeing the Elf King.
Elrond. Don't fuck the Elf King. What the fuck is wrong with you calling him the Elf King? The Elf King.
I'll kill myself. My bad, Lane.
Yeah, you legitimately should. No, I was like, oh, I've watched Two Towers 18 times in the last 4 months. I can't wait to see Hugo Weaving in this. And then like, I was like, oh my God, he's even better than I fucking remembered. He's the MVP. He's so good in this movie. Give me your best Agent Smith. Can you give me an Agent Smith?
No, I don't have Agent Smith. No.
You don't have an Agent Smith? How can you watch this movie and not? This is why you're not really a DM. Christopher and I were talking about this because when we watched this movie, we were just saying every line that came out of his mouth. We were just like saying it back to the TV. And it's the DM thing where you hear a weird ass voice and you're like, well, I have to try it.
I do that. Agent Smith doesn't trigger it for me.
That's crazy. Did you listen to him? Did you hear?
Yeah. I don't know. It does nothing for me. You know.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, I love what he's doing here.
Pause.
I think it's great. You're right.
Like pause Audacity right now and go watch this movie again.
I'm wondering what the pause is for. You're right. No, I mean, I think he's great. I loved all of the performances in this movie. To be honest, like the movie sucks me in. I love watching it.
Pause.
That there we go. That's a deserved one. You're right. Yeah.
With real quick though, but I want to take you on this journey.
with the weaving. Yeah.
Well, yes, with the weft. Before we weave, have you seen the trailer for the Robert Pattinson, Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator movie that I shared? I sent that to
no, but I saw like a picture of that. Like I saw him like dressed as Chris Hansen. Yeah.
That movie, I like cannot tell if it looks good or bad. I've been watching other movies from that director because I knew that I knew about this movie and that this documentary director was making this narrative film. Didn't know what it was about other than it had like a vague log line. Like it was like a TV producer gets in over his head and changes everything. And I was like, oh, interesting. Yeah. Is this like Nightcrawler? And then the trailer comes out and it's not only is it based on Chris Hansen in To Catch a Predator, but it stars Robert Pattinson. I was like, oh, this could be a disaster. Like, this could be really bad.
Is it based on the last, or like the episode that had them taken off the air? Like the last one they tried to film?
No, although which that is crazy.
I've heard there's like a dark, bad story behind that. Yeah. So.
But that's not, they didn't get taken off the air for that. They just like kind of glossed over
I thought they
it.
stopped filming. I thought I thought someone
went off the air
just for like the watchers. I thought someone was killed, and like off of that, like the producers were like, ooh, like bad look kind of for us to continue, and they just stopped.
So someone killed themselves, and that was what happened. Like a guy shot himself, like one of the whatever predators, quote unquote. But I think they were already planning to end that season. Like, it was like, I don't think that it was like, okay, we're done here. They talk about it on that episode. They don't like, they kind of didn't reckon with that at all. I have very strong opinions on this. We could talk about this for a long time. I was really trying to go in on the entry point but like, yes, I do think it's probably about, it's not going to be like a glorifying jerk off of like, wow, remember when we caught predators? Like, that is not the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, especially with like, I mean, there's the sort of revenge culture, I guess I'll call it, or like
vigilante culture.
I don't know,
yeah.
Vigilante culture. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Which spawned out of that, which is so unhealthy and so like gratuitously violent, where it's like, like it's just modern day like gladiator fights, right? And it's like, but like it's fine. You can hate this. You can hate this person, right? Like it's a good thing that we're beating them up. It's like, all right, well, fine. Which. I don't know. I think it's something that like reckons with that, would be very interesting.
This is definitely a pet. I don't want to say hobby, interest of mine. I don't know, cause, whatever, is like the vigilante thing. There was a documentary that came out a couple years, or last year, 2 years ago, called Predators, that was about like To Catch a Predator and like the legacy of it, and these like vigilante guys who are kind of keeping up with that today, and like how they're all just like fucking fame fuckers, like who suck, YouTubers, derogatory. Like I was really let down because I didn't think that documentary went as hard as it should have, especially because they interviewed Chris Hansen in it. So I'm hoping that this movie, which is directed by a documentarian, I'm hoping that this movie does go pretty hard with like Robert Pattinson being involved. It could go either way. He loves to play a weird little freak. Like, he loves to do a little voice and like be a little freak. So like, it could be that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see. I will watch it and report back. The movie's called Prime Time. It's got, when you watch the trailer, you're like, he does the voice. Like, he does a fucking crazy Chris Hansen. He's like, you see how this looks? And he fucking nails it. It's so crazy. So it's nuts.
Why don't you take a seat? Why don't you take a seat? So Chris Hansen's one of the ones that like, that's like one of the like special like brain itches for me. They're like, why don't you come in here? Why don't you take a seat? What are you going to do here? I don't know. Yeah.
Watch that trailer when we're done here, because you'll hear it in Pattinson's voice. He's doing that. He doesn't quite say take a seat, but he
why don't you take a seat?
Anyway, so talking about the like, Robert Pattinson's also like, because he's done the weird little voice in so many movies, that's one that Chris and I, there have been several movies of his where we'll be watching and we'll just have to instinctively say the lines back at the TV, like, what are you saying? Like, what are you doing? Where did this voice come from in your soul? And Hugo Weaving did that too. He doesn't do, like, Elrond is like he's doing an English accent as Elrond, but like in this movie, he sounds like a computer program trying to speak American English. It's crazy.
Yeah, he does.
It's nuts.
He does. Yeah. It's cool.
It's very cool. He's great. He like MVP of the movie. I know that's crazy to say with like Lawrence Fishburne, but like, because he's amazing. But
I don't think it's that crazy.
No,
to be honest with you. Yeah. No. People love Agent Smith, bro. Like,
they do, rightfully.
Yeah.
But like Larry Fishburne, the most
Larry
of anyone who's ever Larry Lawrence.
Can you call him that?
Yeah, he's my friend.
Larry Fishy.
Well, let's not. Bro. It's my drag name. He is the most has that shit on that anyone. He has the most shit
True.
on. Like, it's so...
Yeah,
Like, he chose... Like, the funny thing about The Matrix is they choose... You know, it's like, okay, yeah, they look different in The Matrix. That's, like, their ideal self. So that means he chose those little fucking sunglasses. And he's constantly re-wearing them. Like, he's not like, oh, right, I should have conceptualized this differently. Like, he, like, in the character creator was like, I like these little fuck-ass sunglasses.
Yep, that's exactly what I want.
Right. Yeah. It is. And it's such a crazy look. It's good. It's really good. The fucking black leather trench coat that, like, drags on the ground. It's great.
I've several times considered getting a trench coat based off of watching this movie, and then every time...
Thank God you don't.
Well, I'm a little too, school shooter profile-esque for me to be able to wear a trench coat. Yeah.
It would
I feel like that's been
not.
ruined.
If you wore the little sunglasses, though, actually, though...
If I wore the little sunglasses, though, actually, security would be called 5 minutes earlier. Yeah.
What if you shave your head?
Spotting me out before. Yeah. Oh! I shave my head. I don't get 5 minutes out of my apartment before the police are breathing down my neck, bro.
I think you look way less school shootery if you shaved your head.
What?
100%.
That's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, you would look.
You're
way
crazy.
More... No, you would be fine. You would be fine bald. You would be less scary bald if we're being for real.
What? Nobody looks less scary bald.
That's not true. That's so not true.
Except someone who's like 85% balding already.
No. You would look fine bald.
No, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
Okay. All right. Just get a perm. Go get your shine box.
All right, let's split the difference and get a perm.
I think you would look if you were bald like Lawrence Fishburne in this movie. I think you would be, and you'd have to get rid of the fucking Billy Goat's gruff that you got going on too. But like,
yeah, that's fine. No, of course. I mean that was a given, no matter what. The Billy Goat's got to go. Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne in the Exorcist reboot that's coming out next year. Also, I was like, oh, another fucking Exorcist reboot. And then
I didn't hear about that.
I looked at that's for the best. It's fucking Mike Flanagan. But like, I was like, okay, this movie's gonna suck dick. And then I started scrolling through the cast, and it's like, okay, you got ScarJo, whatever, Diane Lane, right. Lawrence Fishburne, John Leguizamo, like. Okay, we're cooking a little bit, so I'll be interested.
There are ingredients in the kitchen. The heat is on.
They could be cooked. Yeah. Not that I'm thrilled about, like I said, the Mike Flanagan part, but that's okay. We can overlook it. Lawrence Fishburne's great. He's just like the fact that they didn't get him back for the fourth movie is like, why would you even have this movie? Why would you make that movie? You shouldn't even have made that movie.
So. I've seen either The Matrix Reloaded or The Matrix Revolutions. I don't remember which. I've seen one of the next two, but I did not see the last one.
They were both bad. I did not like either of them, but I have maybe I would rewatch them now with this new appreciation of the first one and find it different. But
I'll say I watched the time that I watched it, I was like, oh, I just don't like this at all, and like,
yeah.
I think I watched it on a website that made it even greener.
I don't know. Those movies are even more green than the first one. Like they lean in.
I've heard that because like I talked to someone about this. I was like, oh, like I watched like the second Matrix or whatever, and like it was even greener, and I couldn't get behind that. And they were like, oh no, like that's how it's supposed to be. And I was like, all right, well, that's unhinged. Yeah. It was so green, and I couldn't get over it. Like I don't know. Which I guess is just like dumb, but
no, I get it.
If you're making a movie, you have to like, gotta sort of, I don't know,
rein it in a little bit.
No?
Yeah. Matrix Reloaded is shockingly only like 2 minutes longer than this movie, and let's see, Matrix.
So both of the next movies were released in 2003. Is the thing?
Yeah, which is crazy. Like they fucking shot those or shit those movies out.
They shot them back to back. That's crazy.
Well, they shot them back to back and then they shit them right out. Yeah. No, because they were like, we got to get on here now. We must have the Matrix.
They were riding that train.
Yeah.
And like they did really well in theaters too. Like Reloaded.
Reloaded
the
made
original
more, right? Like Reloaded,
Reloaded
made like
way
$1 billion
more.
or something crazy. Yeah.
Yep. Very close, yeah, 741, and then Revolutions was like about the same as the first one. Which
So
see,
crazy.
Resurrections.
Resurrections was like COVID. It made like maybe
Oh,
$4.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's tough, yeah.
Because they put it on
Yeah.
HBO like immediately, which is also crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it came out in December 18th, 2021. It's like, all right, like a week before Christmas during COVID. Like, yeah, all right. I'm sure this had a chance in the box office. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if they gave it a proper full release, so.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I actually liked The Matrix Resurrections more than either of the other two sequels. I found it very, like, charming in a, like, kind of return to... Because, like, the sequels I found were, like, so up their own ass of, like, building out the lore. And the lore is not the cool thing about The Matrix. And so Resurrections, like, kind of is like, yeah, the lore. Anyway, like, it's just, they do such a good job of, like...
Let's get back into it. Yeah.
Let's actually talk about the cool thing about The Matrix, which is that you're unique and special, and you should not listen to conformity or what, like, that part is really good.
And you should live true to yourself, no matter how that is. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But let's talk about Keanu. Is this our first Keanu movie? I think it is, for the pod.
I think so, yeah.
Because we've seen Lawrence Fishburne in he's in Apocalypse Now as like a 15-year-old. But I don't think we've seen any other Keanu movies. No.
Oh yeah.
But we talked about John Wick.
We didn't see him in Bill and Ted. Yeah. Great movies.
What's your relationship with Keanu besides Nemesis?
I mean, Bill and Ted, right?
Really? I've never seen that movie, believe it or not.
Really? I've seen both of them. They're funny.
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, one came out like 2 years ago. They faced music, I think is what it's called. Yeah.
Yeah, haven't seen that.
That was COVID 2020. Yikes.
Well, that's why. Yeah. Nah,
but you like them.
Yeah, they're funny. They've got they've just got some like good bits, I guess, in it. They're like silly. The second one obviously is like worse than the first, but like they still have like a couple of like kind of decent bits in it. But those fall into like the same like comedy movie sphere as like The Naked Gun to me, right? It's like the same. Like,
that's the vibe I got from the way you described it. I was like, oh, these are like The Naked Gun, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes, they're watchable as like it's funny satire, but like yeah. I don't know how much there is past that. Yeah.
Well, the idea of like time traveling to different kind of cool places in history with a couple of like stoners, that's like a good premise.
It's silly and fun, and they're doing it for like their school project, and then
which makes it even
they've
funnier.
got like it's just like they've got Napoleon up on stage like explaining how like their day at the water park went, and like they're like, so we took Napoleon to the water park because he couldn't get Waterloo. And it's like, okay, like
wait, that actually sounds hilarious.
I think it's very funny. Yeah. I think the first one is like actually like ridiculously funny. The second one has like there's a scene where they play chess with death, cool. At like the end of time, and then like they keep beating him, and he's like, all right, well, like best 3 of 5, and like he keeps like incrementing up, and they're like, dude, like stop, like because they're beating him at like all different games. It's like I don't know. There's a lot of good bits in those films, but like. They're so dumb. It's a very like just get high and watch them and like laugh your ass off type of film. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
But
we should
go on.
We should do like a funny February or something. Like it would be like, nice to do just like a bunch of comedy movies in a row. Yeah, and like especially because like there are like so many different types of comedies. Where like I don't know, there's like dark comedies. There's like unfunny comedies that everybody loves still. There's like a lot out there that we can really sort of dig into.
That's true, and we don't really watch a lot of comedies for this show, mostly because I am averse to them, and I'm like, not picking a fucking comedy. But I picked Being John Malkovich, right? I should get a pat on the back for that.
That's comedy? I mean...
You're like, yeah. That's my definition of comedy. Yeah, actually...
it's funny. I don't know. I guess it is a bit dark comedy.
You have picked most of the comedies that we've done recently.
Yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love, Drowning by Numbers, Oh Brother, Anaconda. Well, Anaconda was a group
That was
delusion.
a group pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. A hope and a prayer.
Yeah. Anyway. So do you think, like, this is the movie Keanu's known for, right? More than anything.
Yeah.
But, like, is he good in it? Is he good because it's him in this role? Or is it just like the match made in heaven about it? Or like that no one else could play this but him? You know? Like Will Smith almost played Neo, which is
I don't
crazy.
think no one else could play this but him.
Sure.
But I think him playing the role, like, he plays, like, sort of, like, stunned, but, like, going along with it, or like mildly shocked, but, like, especially, like, early in the film where he's sort of, like...
the fuck out, yeah. Like...
Yeah, but, like, he's still, like lucid, but, like,
yeah.
dream-like state, which was a common thing between these, like, the sort of, like, dream-like, you know, like, trying to, like, reconnect to reality, I guess, in some ways. But, I don't know, I feel like other people could bring, like, a performance, but it would not be his performance. Like, the performance he brought here was good. I enjoyed what he does with it. And I think anyone else would have done something different.
Does he perform?
Is he doing something?
Does he do things in movies?
Yeah.
How is Neo really all that different than John Wick?
Wow. You see,
how does he distinguish?
John Wick is a cold, calculated killer, right? Neo
has nothing going on upstairs. It's lobotomized. I like Keanu Reeves. I know, other than him being a Reddit jerk-off celebrity, I have nothing against Keanu Reeves personally. Mm-hmm. I like that he's dating a woman who is his age. I think that's cool. But I like him.
Is this okay? That's not like underhand slander. Like he's actually dating like an age-appropriate woman.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
He's dating like a woman who is maybe even older than him. She's like an artist. But I like him in the movies that people really shit on him about, and I find him. He's like,
what are the movies people shit on him about?
People shit on him for, like, there are two movies in particular that I think people are like, what the fuck is Keanu doing in this movie? Which is Dracula from Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula from the 90s. So a little bit before this movie came out. He's playing Jonathan Harker. So he's like the main dude who goes to Dracula's castle.
Interesting.
He is so, like... He's perfect for the role. If you like what he's doing in this movie, you should like him in that movie, because that movie is about him getting seduced and not really fucking understanding why his girlfriend is suddenly insane. Like,
I was going to say, I mean, it kind of fits him perfectly. The I am confused and dazed. I don't know what's happening here. Like, I need some connection to reality. Like, people, but like, I'm still trying to like work it out. Yeah.
Yeah. We should watch that movie. People shit on him for the English accent he does. And it's like, that movie also has Anthony Hopkins and Gary Oldman acting insane, like straight out the circus, like bouncing off the walls, like doing crazy voices and shit. So, like, the fact that you're like, oh, but Keanu's English accent's bad. It's like, this movie's made of ham and cheese. Like, it's you don't have to, like, So there's that movie, and then he's in Ken Branagh's Much Ado About Nothing, and he's great in that. He's great. That movie's like a fucking...
I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard that's a good movie.
Yeah, from me. It's probably me telling you that movie is like a gentle kiss on the cheek from your lover on a beautiful summer day. It's such a good fucking movie. It's got Denzel. It's got Denzel. Yeah. It's got Emma Thompson. It's got Ken Branagh. It's great. That movie is amazing. But people rag on him in that movie because he plays the villain, and he's like babyface Keanu, so he doesn't really look all that intimidating. And he's kind of like not great at delivering the Shakespeare, but
menacing
it's like
lines.
But it makes him stand out because like he's acting alongside a bunch of actors who are way better than him, so he kind of fits.
He's unique in that he sucks compared to everyone else there. That's a good thing.
He's a great movie star. He's really watchable. He's really, he has a face that's like interesting and empathetic and like easy to watch and like feel things from, even though every time he says a line, it's like he learned how to read 5 minutes ago. he hatched from an egg.
He's like a new baby. What is it? Like a fawn, like a newborn fawn. Like when you see them like first walking and they're like all wobbly and stuff.
Yeah,
like even like, even in The Matrix, where, like, he's, like, hitting the poses, he's, like, doing judo and shit.
He looks confused, which is fun.
Yeah, he's like a fawn. He's like, it's like he's not used to this, It's like, bro, like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it works, John Wick would not exist without, John Wick, directed by the guy who plays Reeves' stunt double in this movie. So, yeah.
That's crazy, but okay, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So, good for Keanu, whatever. He seems like a nice guy.
Huh. Yeah.
Carrie-Anne Moss, babe. Wow.
Such a babe. She looks great.
Made me buy a leather outfit at Goodwill today. I'm not kidding. I'm going to a 1999 themed party tomorrow, and I was like, I need an outfit. I need to dress as like a 19. And I was like, oh, obviously I'm gonna slick my hair back. Dude. I got the little fucking glasses. I got the little sunglasses.
Oh, hell yeah. Keanu just be like, Trinity! I'm like, I get it. I need her like that too. I get it. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Please I'm like, he's so me. Dude, I always was so jealous when she kissed him at the end and, like, it revives him. I was like, yep, I get that. Like, that's the kiss of life. I get it. Yeah, yep. I was like, I'd come back from the grave for that shit. I feel you. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
The, like, different ways she slicks her hair too. Like when she's on the rooftop is insane. She just looks like like liquid sex. It's nuts. But then like when she's talking to what's his face, Cypher, which we gotta talk about Cypher. Fuck, we're like an hour in. I didn't think the Matrix episode would do us like this, but I guess But like when she's on the phone with him and her hair's like she's got the side part going on, it's kind of not tousled out. She's so hot. She's got this jaw.
Yeah,
she's great. Yeah, beautiful women. And she also is like, she's so badass, but obviously it kind of sucks that her arc is like that she's in love with him, she's gonna be in love with the one, but she does so much other like cool heroic shit that it compensates. It doesn't feel like this movie could be so tropey. Like it's got magical Negroes, it's got a gender non-conforming character named Switch. But like it works. Like
So, is Mary Sue the term for a character who needs to be
like
saved?
A self-insert? No, you're thinking of like a damsel in distress. Mary Sue is like, I'm the like bland self-insert character that's like good at everything, but like generic.
Okay, yeah. I feel like she was like could have like pretty easily been the damsel in distress, saved by the one, that sort of stuff. Yeah. So I like that she like saves him. Like I don't know, Keanu is the damsel, and he is in distress many times. Like
he is so
he's the one like asking for help most of the time. Like it's,
she's so like beautiful and like statuesque and hot, and then he's just so gentle. Like he's a sleeping beauty in this movie. Like he he is like Prince Charming pretty boy, but he's not fighting his own. Like for the most part, he's not fighting his own battles. Like up until like the very end, when they're like the subway scene.
He's beginning to believe, you know? Like,
that shit is
okay. Cool. It's cool, it's fun, it's sick, but like for most of the movie, he's just like, somebody save me, and like most of the time that's Trinity, and she's like, surprise, motherfucker, like it's sick.
Yeah, when she says dodge this, that's like the best. Yeah,
like and like. Dude, oh my god, you see the gun coming from the side? Dodge this! So oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, damn. Maybe I was too hard on this movie, giving it a 4.5 out of 5. Like, actually...
You're like, could I do like 4.95?
Let's talk about...
How incremental can we get this?
Joe Pantoliano, who plays Cypher, the one that betrays them.
Oh. Okay,
also great. Has he been in anything we've seen? He isn't in Heat, but he could be in Heat. He's not, but he might be.
He would be he would make a good whatchamacallit?
Waingro?
Yes. Yeah. He's like very hateable.
Wait, do you want to know something crazy I just found out like a week ago? Apparently
about a week ago.
Yeah. The Heat 2 book has Waingro Jr. in it. Like that's the name of the character.
I've got to go get Waingro Jr. Do they say his full name like that?
I don't know. I haven't read Heat 2, but we'll watch it. Don't worry. But
oh god. Okay.
He's in Empire of the Sun. Joe Pantoliano is.
I did just see that. Yeah, he's Frank Demarest. I don't remember who that is.
He's one of the scummy guys, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, well, right, my bad. Yeah, you're so right.
Not to typecast him, but
he's behind. He's actually chilling with John Malkovich in the. He's like one of the. He's like the guy that tags along with John Malkovich. So
he's actually behind everything bad that occurs in every movie ever.
He's actually being John Malkovich. No.
Yeah.
But he's great though. Like the fact, like I think it's such a smart move. Like obviously you have to have the betrayal as like a screenwriting thing, but like having his like gripe and like the choice he makes is understandable. Like it's so like okay. I asked Christopher this: Would you take the blue or the red pill? Like honestly, what would you think you would do? Presented with the two, Morpheus comes to you and is like, Neo. Ricky, chase the white rabbit.
Probably the red pill. The red pill. Just because, like, you gotta know, right? Like, you gotta know, you know? But the problem is people will do that, but what they're really giving you is just, like, DMT, and it's like, all right, well, buddy, like, this is not the truth I'm trying to, like, get, you know? Thanks, man. It's tough, you know? It's tough. There's a fine line here.
Christopher was like, "That's just Dayquil and Nyquil. There's not. They don't actually do anything. It just determines how they, because they do look like that. The soft gels.
They do.
You take both at once.
I do think the more interesting question is like, what do you do after, right?
Yeah,
like,
would you renege? Yeah, would you do the? Would you sell it your?
Yeah. And I think it's way more interesting to have a character that like sees the truth, goes, oh, fuck, this shit actually sucks. I'd prefer to live in, like, the happy lie, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, fuck these people for trying to, like, break everyone out. Like,
yeah. And,
I mean, also, to, like, a certain extent, it's, like, I get that, like, I 100% get that. I'm like,
yeah.
If I was in that position, I don't even know if I would say, like, I don't know, like, and this is more me, like, being, like, very rules lawyery, right? But, like, I'd be like, all right, we have to figure out how we're going to start, like, you know, providing for people after we get them out of the pods, you know? Like, how are we going to, like, get
this
food,
gruel,
water,
not cutting it, yeah.
Yeah, we need something, like, I want to get back to, because, like, if we're not providing, like, the same level of comfort as they are inside of the Matrix, then I'm going to kind of feel bad about it, right? I'm going to be like, well, I'm
just from, like, a risk management perspective, you've got to, like, improve the non-Matrix living standards.
It's also, like, at a certain point, then you kind of got to give people the chance to go back in and forget, right? Like you got to give them that option. And, like, otherwise you're being cruel and unusual. You're pulling them out for no reason. It's like, well, you know... I think there's a lot going on there.
But I think the idea is they can't put them back under. Like once you're unplugged, like from your pod, like and they seal up all your holes, which like a lot of holes, a lot of good body horror in this movie. Also, like that's the best part of the movie for me. But yeah, like they seal up all your hole, and then like you can't go back.
Can't plug back in. Yeah. But if they don't, like, if you just if you get out of your pod, I feel like you can just plug back in and go back into the fluid. No,
doesn't it? You get sucked down. That's what right?
Oh.
They have to rescue him. So like,
plus
like if you wake up, you're not going to be like, oh, put me back in, coach. Like you're not going to. You know,
I'm ready to play.
They have to like take you out until right. Yeah.
That that feels like a bad. I feel like. Well, I don't know. I guess deleting the bad code. Yeah, deleting the bad code rather than just like being like, hey, wipe their memory, toss them back in. What do they care? What are they going to notice, right?
They just liquefy them for nutrients. That's what they say. They feed the dead to the living. But the you raise a good point with like the living standards being dog shit. Like I think it's the second one is where they have the like cave rave where there's like a orgy basically. It's not super sexually explicit, but they have like a little rave in Zion with like everybody.
And that's to like draw people in. They're like, guys,
at least we got the fuck rave. Yeah.
Like, you don't get crazy freaky sex in the Matrix. Come on.
Yeah.
We'll plug all your holes and like go like, well, I mean, all of them, right?
Yeah. I told Christopher was like, I would go back in just because I wouldn't want to be around all those people. Like, it's too cramped.
These fucking freaks.
Yeah. Not like that, just like...
No, yeah.
Okay, Ricky, going to...
No.
During Pride Month? He hates me.
No, I didn't mean it. There's one of the crewmates like tries to like break the tension by like fucking around and like bullshitting about like food in the Matrix or something. And I was like, that's so me. And like even like the way you started talking about it, I was like, that's so me. And like people were like, shut the fuck up. I was like, it's so me, bro. Like
it really is.
I mean, guys, I'm just trying to make like the best of a bad, best of a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm taking the blue pill. I'm selling you out immediately. If I wake up in your... I look over
that's what drives you.
Yeah.
That's what drives you to like
liquefy me,
like
bro.
Unplugging people.
Yeah.
You're like, just plug me back in. I don't care. Make sure that motherfucker never appears in here again. And like, delete all code related to him. Like, get him out of here.
It's a good movie. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Do we have... I mean, we could continue to bullshit on this, but I'm realizing now, since I'm fun employed, that I'm just like, we can just talk, man. I can just edit I can
bullshit,
edit this as long as we want.
Yeah, you can edit that however long you want.
Which is bad, and probably makes for bad podcasting. But do we have anything else to say? Well,
I don't think we make for good podcasting, but
yeah, we need a guest. We haven't had a guest episode in a minute.
So I was
Selena was our last one.
I was talking to Zach and Tori about it.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And we might be able to get them. Tori really liked Cabaret, because I was talking about our Cabaret episode. Tori really liked Cabaret. And they were thinking that we should probably do a horror movie, because they are big horror heads. And I said, that'd be really fun.
Tell them to pick something. We'll watch it for We Want to Whale. Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to sell them on Twilight, because I think that'd be really fun. And just kind of funny, especially because for the watchers at home, Lane actually helped edit the song for Zach and Tori's wedding, which that Zach and Tori danced to, their first dance, and it's a song from the wedding scene of Twilight. So it was really funny, and it made it like really special for them. And so I don't know, super cool. Shout out Lane. And so it'd be really fun to like have them on the pod, finally. And Lane gave them
a gift card.
Like a movie gift card. Yeah. So like it'd be funny to be like, oh, like off movies. Of that, they went to the movies. I saw it. That'd be cool. But...
Yeah, our most mentioned people probably. I feel like you talk about Zach and Tori more than I talk about Christopher. Like
probably, yeah. I was also talking to my friend Justin, specifically about the amazing digital circus and
we gotta talk about this.
The trans narratives behind that.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. He has a very bombastic personality, and like, I think it'd be very interesting to have him on the pod. But like, he also approached the movie with a lot more nuance than I was expecting him to, which I was like pretty impressed about. I was like, oh, all right, like, so like, I was like, oh, you actually like really enjoy these characters. I'm like, you care about like the person who like made them. I was like, oh, okay, like interesting, which is just something that I don't see a lot of people bringing to like media literacy or like media discussions in general. So I was like, oh, okay, like that's super good. So I feel like he'd make a really cool guest as well. So
hell yeah, tell these people to get on the. It doesn't have to be me organizing all the guests episodes. Like you could take any kind of initiative in the show, and
well, maybe I will.
We should get Zach and Tori on the like the Shining episode or something like fun like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Classic.
Yeah. I saw part of The Shining with them.
I know you did. Yeah. That's why I mentioned it.
I know you did, but what did I?
We should actually, yeah, you're right. We should have them on to watch Pee-wee. Because the hard thing is that like I've seen more horror movies than anything else, and so like
they have too. Is the problem?
Yeah,
where it's like
it's hard.
I feel like between the two of you. You've probably watched the entire corpus of horror, First off,
Corpus, definitely.
Corpus.
We should get them on Clayface. We should see Clayface with them in October when Clayface comes out.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like you've seen the trailer for this? No?
Have I? No, I don't think so. Is this the Batman villain Clayface?
Yes.
Am I crazy?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, right. Yeah. Cool. My bub.
Yeah, it is your bad dog. No, that movie looks fun. That movie looks really fun. So we should totally, get them on for that.
I'm
Or
down for it.
Werewolf, the new Robert
Okay.
Eggers movie. But either one. I'd
Is
be
it
down.
American?
Where?
Wolf?
The Matrix. Do we have anything else to say about The Matrix?
No, I
wanna
don't. I mean,
Draw your
movie rocks,
comparisons.
but yeah. So Matrix. I mean, Matrix like awakening later in life. To like some fundamental truth, right? And I mean, obviously, trans allegory, right? Like, pretty apparent there. I mean, I feel like trans allegory is like a pretty decent byline between the two already. Just
It's
to, like,
explicit, basically.
with-
Like,
it's
especially
explicit,
in
in,
Saw
like,
the
both.
TV Glow. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I think specifically like some of the anxieties around like having these revelations later in life, it's like
Sure.
pretty prevalent in both of them. And then like the way that like you can feel drowned out and suffocated, and especially their second to last scene, right around the last scene in I Saw the TV Glow, where everyone faces away not to hop all the way to the end.
No, but yeah.
Very scary.
Upsetting.
Very affecting, very upsetting. Like that's a crazy scene, but it's also very. It's weird to draw a parallel to the Matrix, but I mean, I think it's a very apparent one of like, oh, like I am different, and then like everyone else is like the Agent Smiths, and then like feeling yourself fall into that as well, and like want to become that sort of same thing in order to fall in, and so like when he's screaming and then like he does like he falls into the same sort of like limp pattern as everyone else. It's like, oh, it's tough.
Yeah. So my two kind of through lines that I had were obviously like waking up as like allegory, like something is wrong with the world as an allegory for transness and dysphoria. Right. Pretty clear main thing going on here. The second thing I had in mind was actually technology as like a means of interpreting the world and accessing your true self. That was where my mind went.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And then the thing that I kind of came across watching I Saw the TV Glow a second time was like, oh, Owen is actually kind of like opposite Neo. His name backwards is even Neo backwards.
Yeah.
And like his whole thing is the refusal of the call. It's like what would happen if Neo had not done it, had not gone through it all. And like, obviously this, like I Saw the TV Glow is an explicitly, I mean, it's pretty explicitly a trans, like it's basically as close to the line of like being a story of somebody denying gender dysphoria as explicitly as you can get without it being literally depicted on screen,
I mean, it kind of is depicted on screen.
I think. I mean, like, I think that like you could, if you wanted to watch this movie with like on its face only of like, this is about a guy who is supposed to be like, who is a TV character on a show who just happens to be a woman, and it doesn't have like, it's not specifically about gender, if that makes sense. Like, I think people could come away from it, but like you would have to be really stupid and like deliberately not watching it with any kind of
I feel like
symbolism.
I feel like you'd have to have some heavy blinders on there.
But it's not like anyone is like, you're a girl, Owen. Like they don't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing, or like Owen's not like, I can't be a girl because I'm a guy. Like that never happens, So it's like it's not like literally explicitly about that, but it's pretty,
I guess.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I mean, you say that, but like the scene at the bar where I want to say Maddie, but not her name anymore, right?
Right.
Tara.
Well,
yes.
I mean, we never hear what Maddie wants to be called instead, but like it seems like because
it implied it's the
the other one,
one of the other characters, yeah. I don't know. So I mean, I think the movie also, well, I don't know, but the scene at the bar where she's like, hey, like what do you remember about that show really? And like it like shows like the flashbacks of like him like trying on the dress and everything. It's like, all right, well, like that's very clearly like.
But again, I think. But I don't think it's necessarily that. I think you again. I'm not trying to say that that's not the intention. I understand, but like, you could think like, Oh, it's just that he's denying that he's actually a character from the show, and the gender of that character is not actually integral to his experience of dysphoria. I don't think that that's the case. I'm just saying, being John Malkovich says transgender. Like, they talk about gender transition.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
true.
But this movie does not say anything about gender.
That's true. They don't say the word
explicitly.
Yeah. But so, like, the I mean, I'd say again, I think him rewatching the show is supposed to, like, pretty explicitly state, like, oh, like, his memories from childhood of the show are so heavily influenced by, like,
what's going on,
the time that he spent with his friend there, and like what his mindset was, that the show is not actually like what he thought it was, and it's not actually about even I think what the viewer thinks it is for most of it, right? Like, it's right, and I feel like it's supposed to be pretty straight up about that, you know, like I don't know.
Well, again, I think if you like just like projecting into like, okay, if I'm like a what's the ultimate steel man against, right? Or just like if I'm somebody who's coming into this without any knowledge of like egg culture, or like the fact that like the blue and pink together mean transness. Like, if I'm just like, I liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 90s, and I'm an adult, you know, who has no connection to this culture, what would I think? And I think, like, the idea of, like, oh, it's about, like, nostalgia. It's about, you know, like, finding who you are. Or, like, I think that you could, again, you'd have to be pretty, like, far removed from these things and, like, pretty in denial even about it. But, like, I do think that is, like, this movie works outside of a gender interpretation, I guess is what I'm getting, or like as a trans allegory. Like, you could watch it as just a straightforward horror movie about like this guy comes across this TV show and it's otherworldly, and is he a part of it or isn't he? You know, that's not the case.
Almost like right. I could see a like super Lynchian take on it, because I do think this movie is like pretty inspired by David Lynch, right? I like this movie, don't get me wrong. I don't think it nails it in quite the same way, like that sort of like dream-like state.
Sure.
I think it feels different. Like it's paced a little bit differently, and it's not as like frantic at certain points as, I don't know, something like Blue Velvet feels, or, you know,
no, this movie's slower paced. Yeah, Mulholland Drive.
Yeah. Mulholland Drive. And Mulholland Drive feels like it's all over the fucking place, right? Yeah. This movie feels like a lot more straightforward, and it is slower paced. It's a lot more, not meditative, but like it sits a little bit more with its characters, which is fine. I think it's influenced by, but not like trying to be like too Lynchian or whatever.
No.
But like, like the way it's shot and the way that like the scenes are sort of set up next to each other, I think is like definitely supposed to add to that sort of like the way everything's edited together is sort of supposed to add to that like dreamlike quality, right?
Am I crazy for thinking it's not even like dreamlike? I don't like I totally get the like comparison to Lynch in tone in a way, but like I feel like it's not so much the dreaminess of it. Like, I don't think I Saw the TV Glow feels dreamy. Like, a dreaminess kind of like means like to me, when I think of like Lynch, it's like, okay, that dreamlike kind of like disjointed like logic that makes no sense. This movie makes a lot of sense. Like, you know what I mean? There's not like a lot of like absurdity in it.
No.
You know?
No. Yeah, not from that point of view, I guess. But like, I don't know. Like Blue Velvet, everything in Blue Velvet sort of like made sense, but even that was like more dreamlike than this one. Yeah, you're right. I mean, even that movie is like a lot more like dreamlike and feels more erratic than this movie does.
Yeah.
I think it's just the way that like certain scenes are set up, especially like the stuff around the TV show, always sort of feels very like, oh, like blurring the lines,
creepy,
and like this. Yeah. It's creepy. It's weird, and then like the scenes that he has with his dad too, like
that shit is so scary. The scene where he comes home and the dad's just staring at him, that's fucking horrifying. That's the scariest shit in the movie.
But like also like and the one where his dad is like like drags him out of the TV and like,
oh, that part
like,
is
puking in the shower and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot of these things where it's uncomfortable, unreal almost sometimes. It feels like what's happening on screen. And I mean, they play into that a little bit too sometimes with the drawing on the screen, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know
Which
how
is
to
nice.
refer to that,
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Like the visuals.
Which, yeah. I'm trying. I don't know how dreamlike is not. Again, like I think that like people can make that make those parallels. It's not like maybe the right descriptor for it, but I don't know what the right descriptor is.
It's
right?
almost like it's like TV. Like it feels like I don't want to say hyper real. That's not the right word for it, but like it feels manufactured in a way, like, and it's drawing attention to its manufacturedness. Like you said, like drawing on the screen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is like a way of like, you know what I mean? Like of like that's the kind of thing you would see in a TV show. Is like, you know, kind of like these hand drawn title cards or whatever to convey information. Like that feels very. Yeah, like it's mimicking the style of TV. Same with like the changes in like video quality between the TV show and the, you know, and the movie itself.
Yeah.
Especially, and then at the end again, you know, he kind of does this flip, like you said, where the show is not what he originally thought it was. Like all of that is really, well, I think you're on the money with it. Yeah, not feeling, it's not quite dreamlike, but it's something else.
Yeah. And But like I can see why people would make like that sort of comparison between the two, you know? Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. And especially just I don't know, like the idea of like the escapism, right? And like
sure.
I don't know, you mentioned that like people could take this as like a like nostalgia and how that changes things. And like like as we're sort of talking about it more, I guess I could kind of see that too. But
well, and I don't think that those things are like I don't think a trans interpretation of this movie and a like nostalgic for, you know, what went wrong kind of or you know, like thinking back in your childhood. I think those can be
they're not conflicting. Yeah,
they work in tandem. Especially, I mean, There Is Still Time made me cry. I did not like really lock into this movie the first time I watched it, and I want to hear from you because you said you didn't dislike this movie. It sounds like you're a little colder on it than maybe me, but
I like the movie.
You did. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. I think one of the biggest things that this movie like screams to me, and it's like really tragic, is for a lot of like trans individuals as they get older, they like it weighs more heavily, right? And like this movie is like just underlines that like hugely, right? Where it's like, oh, it becomes like this all-encompassing, and I mean I know like guy's got an inhaler and like that's kind of like
no, but still like it's not really because he's got asthma. Yeah, right.
Yes. Yeah. And so it's like that's tragic. The There's Still Time hits like a hammer, right? Especially like I've read like people who talk about like transitioning like late in life, or like people who don't transition like because they feel like it's too late for them, you know? And they get so wrapped up in like self-hatred and then like hatred of others because of it. And it's like there's so much like you could do to like help yourself right here, and like you know it too. And like I don't know if like you're mad at yourself. Like I don't know. There's a lot there, and it's like I'm never gonna try to like, you know, psychoanalyze like what's going on there. But like in like the same way that the Matrix is like, oh, you need to live true to yourself. Like it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
And even if it's like, all right, well, like, even if the life that you wake up to is like dog shit, like even if you have to eat gruel, like you have to be true to yourself, right? And it's kind of true because, you know, I mean, like, the way society treats trans individuals is dog shit, you know, and it's like, but like, do you want to suffocate, you know, under your own weight? Do you want to like be a battery for the fucking AI? You know, do you want to choke on your own amniotic fluid? You know, or
that sounds kind of hot.
Do you want to wake up? Do you want to go into the do you want to wake up? Do you want to go into the TV? Right? Yeah. So it's
No, I think you're right. Like I think setting aside, I have gripes with this movie too of like things I think they could be a little bit better. Whatever. I think this movie's so important. Like I don't know if there has been another. I don't know. This might sound like trite, or I'm sure it's not true, but like. The specific experience that it's speaking to, like that you're describing of like specifically transitioning later in life, or like the denial of the call, in that way, like is, I don't know that there's another movie that has depicted it so explicitly. And like, you know, obviously there's other movies about like what happens if you don't live your life to be true or whatever. Like, obviously, we just talked about the Matrix and like the implications of that, but like in a specific like trans identity context, I think it's like revelatory. It's like there's no movie like this. Yeah,
it's so blunt about it too, and like Maddie being like, "Hey, that's not my name anymore. I was buried." Like, it's like, oh, okay, like you died, like that's your dead name. Like, oh, okay, like it's like I get it. Like they're you know. They got the cartoon bat that they're whacking you over the head with, like, hey, like, it's like, oh, I got it, man. Like,
but it's good, but it works, you know?
It's good. Again, like, I'm not saying that as an indictment of the film.
No,
I'm saying it more of an indictment of anyone who would, like...
come at it thinking,
Yes.
Again, I think if you're like an old guy who has no experience, like if you're an old film critic for like the Chicago Tribune and you're like, you know, coming to this movie out of nowhere, you're probably like, that's a really painful, weird, nostalgic movie with a really visionary like director. Wonder what that's about. Like I could totally see it being.
Do you think it would be like inscrutable? Like they wouldn't have like any context for like
I don't know.
Gender dysphoria.
I think so. Sure, but like I think that if that's not the lens that you're coming at it with, and you are not, again, like even before you hear anything from Owen, you know, again, I made the joke about like the bisexual lighting or like the trans lighting, like, you know,
they start off like it's like blue and pink,
right?
Yeah.
He's wearing pink all the time. Like I do think that those things are like not necessarily something that someone who is not familiar with, like I don't know that. Not to throw my sweet, straight, cis boyfriend under the bus. I don't know that he would have, if I had not said, like, if he didn't know me, you know, especially, like, because he gets a lot of that shit through me, but, like, I don't know that he would have picked up on, like, oh, those are the trans flag colors, and, like, this is, like, bisexual lighting, or, or you know, I don't know for sure that he, or, like, the dead name thing, you know, I don't know that he would, that someone who is not, again, like, you and I are
keyed
both
into it.
Yeah, for different reasons. But like, so I could totally see like if you're, you know, like Martin Scorsese saw this movie and said it was great. It's like, was he really like, did he know? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to discount our guy, but like,
I mean, I feel like Scorsese, even if you aren't keyed into the gender, just the idea of like blue and pink, right? Like those two colors and like the way they're used in the film. Yeah. It's very like explicit, like, oh, okay. The show being called The Pink Opaque, it's like, okay, like I mean,
but like again, but like those are like, that's like a classic 90s color palette too. Like I don't know that's like, I'm not trying to be, I'm really not, I'm just saying I think this movie works on multiple levels, and I don't.
It does.
I do think that even though it's explicit, I don't want to say dog whistling, but it's like very explicitly symbolic to people who are keyed in. I don't think that those symbols are necessarily, you know, bringing people in who aren't already familiar.
So that sort of goes back to what I was talking about a bit last week with, and I'm mentioning again, The Amazing Digital Circus, and it's this sort of, this idea that transness is like just a part of the human condition, and it's so reflective of the human condition at large that, like any movie made, like really, like, queer movies are, like, just movies, right? And so, like, even if you look at it, like, through another lens, like, you are just going to watch, like, a movie, right? Like, and it's like, how much, like, because we were talking about, like, like, watching queer movies that, like, aren't, like, that don't revolve around, like, the tragedy of, like, what it is to be queer in an anti-queer society, right? And it's like, yeah, but, like, I don't know, maybe, I think it's maybe a less interesting lens to look at it through like a non-queer lens, right?
No, I agree, but you know,
yeah.
I'm reading just on the Wikipedia page because I thought I had read about Scorsese. He says he praised the film as emotionally and psychologically powerful and said he liked it a great deal. But then Paul Schrader, who is the writer of Taxi Driver and a bunch of other stuff, and a director in his own right, old guy, called Schoenbrun hands down the most original voice in film in the last decade, but also confounding. So like, and Paul Schrader's like an old Catholic, right? Like he's like a fucking old guy. So did he come away from this seeing, you know, like a trans narrative? Maybe not. You know, like unfortunately, the like context that a lot of these older dudes have is like, or like older people in general is with like trans issues is filtered through a horrible lens, you know, and so they're not seeing like the complexities of the culture or like, you know, at best. So I think what you're saying of like the, you know, depicting like a wide range of queer movies that aren't necessarily just like focused on tragedy, but also like you had mentioned something before of like there's a universality to the experience of being trans, and I think that's what this movie gets. Like not just it's speaking to that specific experience, but the feelings involved are so universal and universally depicted, and like you can key into them with like recognizable pop culture things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you know, and like VHS tapes. Yeah.
I feel like there are so many particular emotions evoked in this film that like even if you don't like resonate with like the majority of them, or even like
you're gonna find
like,
something
maybe in it. Like it's again like human condition, like you're going to find something that you're like, oh, I totally get that. And even if it is just that like nostalgia changes how we view, you know, childhood, things that like we once like were beloved in our childhood, it's like, okay, like even that is like enough that it's like, all right, sure, like fine, like there you are like latching on to something there, right? But yeah, I going back to the whole technology, and I think the Matrix was really keyed into this. And I mean, Owen being the reverse Neo is, I think, even more proven with like the technology sides of things, where you're trying to go into the technology instead of coming out of it, right?
Yeah,
you're trying to, and also like Owen is trying to become the one, but like it's the one that he sees, like it's like, oh, like someone who seen and projected himself onto.
He doesn't realize it's him. Yeah, right.
Right. He doesn't realize it's him, but then like when he goes and revisits it, he's like, well, that wasn't even the character, so like who was I projecting onto, right? And it's like, it wasn't a character in that show, it was you know? Because like the characters that we see are not like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer type.
Because I kind of didn't necessarily take it as like I kind of thought like he missed the boat on it a little bit. Now, I don't think that this movie's saying like if you can't transition as a kid that you're fucked, but I do think like it's almost as if his character, or like his and Maddie's characters, were removed from the show in this reality because he denied it. So it was just like they almost, you know, if you wanted to take this in like a slightly more supernatural direction, like I kind of took it as like, oh, your refusal to accept this means that like you've altered the reality of your memory, not necessarily that like his memory was wrong and he was reading into something else as a child, but like that it was like you can't even go there anymore, like that book doesn't, or that TV show doesn't exist, you know. That was kind of my take, but like that's a more there's a lot of assumptions and leaps in there, but you know, it's open-ended.
I had to take also a lot of assumptions and leaps that the show that we see throughout like the beginning of the movie is one more that he and Maddie like essentially cooked up together, right? Like it is not the actual TV show that was ever aired
in the basement.
They were bullshitting in the same way that we were talking. Well, we were talking about how like kids they play, right? Like it was them playing, and especially like with the scene of like him in the football field, you know, in the dress. Which is like where we see the like main Buffy the Vampire Slayer character like go through the field. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. And then like they're buried at the end, like when the show gets canceled, and it's when Maddie moves away. It's like, oh, okay, so like you buried these feelings, these emotions, these like all of your memories of this, and like your memories of like experiencing what it's like to, you know, be a woman, right, or like be a girl, or like, you know, however you want to look at that, right? Like, and so like you're burying that. And with it, you're burying, like, the associated television show, right?
Sure, yeah.
And, like, not revisiting that. And so then when you watch it on streaming, you're like, wait, well, this is different, yeah. And, like, especially, like, with the recording, I don't know, headcanon that, like, they recorded a bit themselves, and, like, that's why, like, they had, like, the final episode and everything. That's why they were writing on it together. Yeah, headcanon, I mean, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, there's different interpretations. But, I think a person's going to bring whatever assumption to it based on like how they see the situation, and that's part of what makes this movie so intriguing.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it. I mean, the one thing I think there's some writing that is a little tough especially, I really like Jack Haven, the actor who portrays Maddie. I think they do a great job, but
Yeah.
they are tasked with some extremely difficult dialogue in that monologue scene, which is like shot amazingly when they're like the two of the like in the little planetarium, and the Maddie character is talking like through like, I went through this and I paid a burnout kid to bury me alive, and like, and you're seeing all these different kind of like weird imagery and stuff. That is really great, but some of the literal lines that Maddie is tasked with or that Jack Haven is tasked with delivering are underwritten at best. Like they're just like a little bit too kind of like Tumblr quote-y, or like
to The Fault in My Stars type.
Yeah, a little bit.
John Green. They were
like,
it was
like skipping
close.
chapters on a DVD or something. I was like, did they have DVDs? Isn't this supposed to be like 2001? Like, did they even? I guess they had DVDs in 2001, but like, still, they were showing VHS tapes. Like, how are you gonna, But some of that like is a little bit harsh. Like, I think that could have taken another, softening maybe. But I do think that like the performance is great, so it's hard to find fault with that. Fault in My Stars.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'd agree with you with that. But I think it's handling like such a difficult subject matter like really well, and in such a way that's like it's not overt, Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of heavy-handed and overt, but I can see how it might not be.
It's definitely like I don't think anyone is like right for thinking this movie's not a like, I don't think that's the case, but at the same time I do think there is a legitimate movie here.
Yes,
I mean, I'm looking through like other movies that we've watched for this show that are like so obviously allegory, and it's like, but there's still like a literal movie there that you could watch and not think like, oh, this is obviously about this other thing,
I mean, yeah, same with The Matrix, right? Like the other movie we watched this week, right? Because like a lot of like my viewing experience of The Matrix was like laughing at how like I don't know, like absurdly trans allegory it is. And like I was like, oh, okay, like yep, like gotcha, cool. And again, like laughing about how like but it's also viewed through like just not through that lens at all. And like yes, it is also a movie in its own right outside of that. And like sure like like it has its own like themes and yeah, it's a cool, fun, kick-ass movie. And in the same way, I think this movie is also like very emotionally laden and nostalgic outside of that, right? Also, I think it's pretty well shot. I mean, I like a lot of the way like they do like tracking shots sometimes as to like I guess like underline that like forlorn loneliness,
creepy, like the walking through the hallway of the high school, like those scenes where Owen turns 4 times. It's like it's like how are you? You're like going in the labyrinth of the high school. Like you should be backtracking. Like at that point, it's cool.
But there's a lot of scenes like that where it's also like Owen's like the only one like truly in focus. Like everything else is like kind of like a little blurry on the edges, right?
Yeah.
And it gets you in like that mindset of like, oh, like he's so like wrapped up in himself, and like everything else kind of blurs, and like especially as the speed that we're traversing through the film like sort of increases, right? With like the time skips getting larger. I think it gets more of that like clawing sort of like cloistering effect of like, oh, like time is running out, and like it does feel like
the pace picks up,
and again,
right? Because it's like we spend like 45 minutes dealing with the first like year or 2 years, and then like suddenly 20 years have passed. Like a lot of time.
And I think a part of that is to sort of like reflect like how Owen feels about his own life, right? It's like
totally.
oh, like he spent so much time in that like beginning part, and then like now a lot of that is like looking back. Yeah,
it's mimicking what Maddie says, where it's like I skipped chapters on a DVD for I turned 19 and then 20 and then 21. Yeah.
I don't know. I did like it. You said earlier
you sounds like you fucking hate this movie, Ricky. It's just
okay. You're right. My bad. Actually, you're right.
The director Jane Schoenbrun has another movie, a movie that I had seen before this called "We're All Going to the World's Fair," which I was like, not for me. Like, I was actually surprised to learn that the director was older than me, because that movie is like a found footage webcam movie, but it's not like ghosts, it's about like a girl getting sucked into like an online community, kind of like creepypasta thing. Oh, it's good. You should watch it.
Oh, interesting.
But like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is like talking about the internet in a way that doesn't really interest me all that much. Like it just seemed kind of like online TM.
Yeah.
Like YouTubers. But then I found out that
Derogatory.
Schoenbrun is like 5 or 8 years older than me or something like that. So I was like, okay, well, interesting. But then they have another movie coming out this year called Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma that I'm excited to see. That movie has Gillian Anderson. Full fucking circle about the X-Files with I Saw the TV Glow. So I'm excited to see that too. But yeah, I like, especially after watching TV Glow a second time, I was like, oh, they're cooking. Like they got some shit to say.
Yeah. Can I mention one of my gripes with this film?
Sure.
And you can cut this if you'd like.
Oh, here we go.
We mentioned
He's like, there's too many trans people in this movie. No, just kidding.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
No, so we talked about this before because I'd been talking with like one of my trans friends, and they mentioned the movie Sleepaway Camp, right?
Oh, they mentioned Sleepaway Camp in this movie. Yeah, they say it like 3 times.
Yeah,
I think that's
every
on
time
purpose.
they said it.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean I definitely thought it was on purpose, but like every time I was like, that's so weird because you specifically were like, oh, that's probably a really bad movie for us to like watch.
Yeah, I think, but like at the time, you know,
yeah, that's fair.
If you remember, it was like, I do think that there are trans sympathetic readings of that movie that like I've heard trans people make. Just don't think that's for us to do necessarily. Like that's not my
and that's
trans
fair.
experience. And, you know, but like, but yeah. So I think it's kind of funny to call it that. Like I think it's just like a for those who know kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, and that's what I sort of figured it was, that it was just like another like a tap of the nose, you know. Like,
yeah. But that's one of your gripes?
No, I don't know. One of my gripes only because I remember when I mentioned it before, you were like, "Oh, Rick, like, don't think we want to talk about that movie." And not so much a gripe, I guess, like an observation. But every time I watched it, it was like that was like
another
like a big dog whistle for me. Yeah. I was like, I put another point on the board. I was like, well,
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What do you think about Justice Smith? Just as we wrap up, he is the character or the actor who plays Owen. He's also in the D&D movie and Detective Pikachu. You might know him from those.
Yes, I've seen both of those. I like him a lot, and like
he's good.
All of his films.
He's a good actor. Yeah,
he's doing a lot here. Like, I mean, I think he's doing a lot, and
he's doing weird physical shit. Yeah, he's like carrying the emotional. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. You know, I think it's a tough role, and I think he fills it well.
Yeah, I agree. I think he sells the ending perfectly. Like he manages to like still feel so repressed, even though he's having an outburst. Like I think that's like to have a repressed outburst is kind of like a really tough thing to try to convey, and I think he does a great job with it. So
yeah, that whole last scene, like honestly, I think the movie's worthwhile just to watch for the last scene.
Yeah. With Connor O'Malley,
it is upsetting. It's like. Yeah.
Where I don't know if you know any. I don't love that guy, but he does like whatever. He kind of does like adjacent to Tim Robinson type comedy. He's in a Tim Robinson movie. Okay. Yeah, he's like a smaller comedian. But in the one scene where they're at the kid's birthday party at the end, and the kid's doing the money grab game, and he's just like standing behind Justice Smith, behind Owen, and he's just like, money, like he's just like yelling behind him while Justin Smith is like zoning out. It's just really funny. Anyway, sorry I interrupted you.
He does have that Tim Robinson like energy. He's like really bringing that like multiple times. But I mean, it's I think there's like a like that is like a particular like manic energy, and it does feel like very creepy outside of satire because it's like a satirization of like funny, energetic people. So that like seeing that to like turned up to like such a degree, like right up against like this like super repressed, super like I don't know, and then to have it like have that scene immediately cut to like everybody like
just
you
like
know
hanging over,
being repressed and like hanging their heads. Yeah, super creepy, fun. It's an interesting, cool scene. You know, like I think that shit's great. You know,
the scene of when Maddie shows up again in the grocery store too, like, and just
That's
standing
so
there.
creepy.
Fucked
Yes.
up. Yeah.
Because
like,
oh,
there's
right.
something about, like, I don't know for sure, I didn't look it up, but like when he's shopping for the produce and there's like all of the like little signs of the vegetables above him.
Yeah.
And it looks like it should say something, like it looks like it's supposed to look like something, and it doesn't.
I didn't know if, like, I didn't know if some were supposed to be, like, phallic. I didn't know if I was
if
it was supposed to be, like, that sort of reading on some
But
of
you're
it.
so locked into it because it's such a weird thing, and then suddenly you cut to this, like,
it just cuts
very,
there.
It's very effective.
Yeah.
It's creepy. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. It's fun.
Mr. Sprinkly, a gay icon. He's good.
True.
Yeah, we love him.
Yeah, I do also think that there's, and I don't want to.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know. Yeah, here we do go. I'm just gonna say it. I do think there might be even like a mysterious skin style reading, especially of some of the like.
Yeah, no, there's abuse.
The
in this
Luna
movie,
juice
too.
Yeah. The like being like force fed like juice or whatever like. Yeah. And it's like it keeps you complacent and like like at one point he was like, it's not even my father, like that sort of stuff. It's like there's very much so a like child abuse like being taken advantage of, and like that leading to repression and
neglect too. Like both of them have neglectful parents, you know, or so yeah.
Oh, and I mean one of the big examples of that, and this is like maybe another, I don't know. This is what I would see as a trans dog whistle, at least in the beginning of the movie. They're driving home, or like somewhere near the beginning. They're like driving home. I think it was like one of the last scenes with his mom when they were like at the fair or whatever. He's like, "Could I stay up tonight?"
And he's like, "Isn't that a movie for girls or a show for girls?" Yeah, he says that.
Well, he says, "What time is it?" And like it crushes the main character because it's like
he knows
it's your kid's favorite fucking show. You know. You don't even know what time your kid's favorite fucking show is on. Like,
that too.
I don't know. It like that is something that like if you spend any time in the trans community, you will hear that like they just don't know their kids at all. And then like and then parents will be like, oh, like you used to be so X, Y, and Z. And it's like you aren't even describing me. Like you don't know who I was at all.
That wasn't even who I was back then. Like you're
That wasn't me back then. It's not me now. Yeah. And like I don't know. I remember seeing a video of a kid getting like Taylor Swift tickets and going, I don't even like Taylor Swift. And like it's like how how heartbreaking that is to like have a like one of your parents and it was either like the mom or dad was like, oh, but like I thought this would be so fun for us to do together, and like having like being so completely unseen like that in any relationship is horrible, but especially with a parent, right? And I do think that that's like again a very human experience. It's very human condition to be like, well, like this sucks in general, but also from such like a like provider mentality. It's like
totally. Last thing, this movie, the first time I saw it, and it opens and closes with anthems for a 17-year-old girl, it just like made me laugh at the time, and it made me laugh even more now. Not in like a mocking way, but just like fucking classic, you know, to play that in your movie. It's just like, is there a bad movie that does that? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's just a classic fucking song. I think it's funny every time. Like you can sing it ridiculously and it's funny. I don't know. It's just, it's a classic song. Anything else to say about I saw the TV glow. I almost said we saw the TV glow. Oh, you know what else this is? You know what movie is just like this one, but is actually just like maybe 30% less explicitly trans? I'm thinking of Ending Things. It's the same movie. It's about fuck. I didn't transition. Fuck. Like that's what that movie is. That's what this movie is. And now my life is falling apart and I'm dying. Like they even have I in the title. They both are about stuff happening.
I'm thinking of Ending Things is like I think has a lot more of a negative view, has a lot more of a like your mind is trapped in the past style nostalgia.
That's true.
And this movie is a lot more, I mean, at least in my eyes, right? Like there is still time, you know? Yeah. Like that near the end, there is still time. And like
meanwhile, Charlie Coffin's like, there's no fucking time, dog. Like there's no time.
You know, But I mean, even at the end of the movie, there's still time, you know? I'm thinking of Ending Things as like,
You're out of time.
There really is no time. Yeah. Like these are Like your mind grasping at the last bits of oxygen as like it replays your favorite films, right?
Your DMT,
Yeah. The DMT pen that your shady friend fucking slips you for fun.
Your shady friend Morpheus.
yeah. This is DMT EO5. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Good movie. I'm glad we watched these.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, Lane.
You're about to pick the straightest movie ever. I can feel it. All right, we gotta pivot. No, just kidding.
Yeah, so for next week's Rick's pick, well...
It better be Grizzly Man, is all I'm saying. No.
I've got a couple of movies, because I assume that you'll say no to at least one of these.
You don't know. Maybe I'm gonna be like, I love those movies. I don't know.
Oh my god, those movies!
Oh my god, you want to watch Grizzly Man? How did you know?
Would you want to watch a 60s comedy romance, a 2010s thriller crime, or a 2000s...
Can you just tell me the names?
Comedy drama. Adventure comedy drama.
Adventure comedy. Is the 60s one, I'm just throwing it out there, is it, you said romantic comedy drama from the 60s?
Uh-huh.
Is it Roman Holiday?
No.
No. Is it Some Like It Hot?
No.
No? Interesting. What are the movies? I don't know. I could go for any of these. I'm unemployed. You can't...
I'm unemployed. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was going to be one of my 5 guesses, probably. Okay.
Yeah, that would have made the top 5. Nightcrawler.
Oh, shit! That's crazy. Okay.
Or The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
Oh, rule that one out. I would go...
Okay, that's fair.
I'd go Breakfast at Tiffany's or Nightcrawler. It's really funny you mentioned Nightcrawler. I almost dropped Nightcrawler earlier in this episode talking about the Chris Hansen movie.
Let's do Nightcrawler then. Because my friend mentioned it about something. He made some joke.
Sure.
And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he sent me like a Nightcrawler gift, and I was like, I still don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Is it the one of Jake Gyllenhaal grabbing the bathroom mirror and shaking it? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Cool. He grabs the bathroom
like him
mirror
with a camera, like hopping off
sure.
of or onto a train,
Sure.
like nearby a moving train. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, we can watch Nightcrawler if you want.
Okay,
interesting. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Well, then next week we want to watch Nightcrawler, directed by Dan Gilroy, 2014.
Cool. I haven't seen this movie in a long time, so.
I've never seen this movie, so.
I'm gonna call my shot and say that you're gonna really like this movie. I could be wrong.
Like I might. So, I feel like I might. It looks kind of up my alley, and it stars Jake Gyllenhaal, who I feel like we haven't seen in anything, even though he's like a pretty big actor. No,
you're wrong, my friend. You are wrong. You're missing a big old fucking movie on a big old mountain with a big old kiss.
Okay, well that's the connection to Pride Month then. So we're sort of
Nightcrawler might be the straightest movie ever made. So yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
That's why when you said you're gonna pick the straightest movie ever, I started giggling because I was like, well, I mean, kind of. That's why I wanted to throw in Breakfast at Tiffany's, which I also feel like is a pretty fucking straight movie. I don't know. I was like, man, this sucks. Like,
I'd be into either of those, but Nightcrawler it is. So cool.
I do think
it'll be fun to watch.
Be fun.
I think I need to show it to Chris too, so that'll be good for him to see.
Sweet. Let's go.
Cool. You sure you can't do an Agent Smith? Say Mr. Anderson in Agent Smith. Like it's.
No, I can't. I don't have it in me. Is the thing.
You didn't even try.
Like, Mr. Anderson. I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I don't have it in me, man. It's like I haven't had that program downloaded, bro.
I don't know Kung Fu, actually.
I don't know Kung Fu. I can't operate the plane. I need it downloaded to my brain. I just don't have it. I don't know what to tell you.
That's fair.
You're putting me on the spot. I don't.
Can you give an Elrond cast it in the fire? Can you do one of those? You just furrowed your brow and arched your eyebrows. Actually, you kind of fucking... Are you Hugo Weaving?
I have to inhabit him to do it. It's the thing, right?
Like, yeah, you did it.
Cast it in the fire! No, he
that was
not
great.
that
was good. But
it's
you,
close,
but you,
it's close.
you,
He's not that
you,
aggressive in it.
the like 11s that you had.
Cast it
between
in the
eyebrows?
fire! He gets like very... Cast it in
Serious,
the
yeah.
fire! Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm still gonna end with Michael Clayton, but you know.
That's fair. I don't think I can do Agent Smith. It's so...
Oh my god, 2 hours. I regret this.
Yeah, have fun editing, buddy.
I'm ending.
Me too. I'm thinking of ending this pod.
Michael Clayton.